reefing mates and plenty of piss takes. Each of us taking a turn to talk reefing and bullshit and occasionally burn. What will happen this week and who will appear? Sit back, relax, and even grab a beer. Mutants galore and very little reefing. Nothing planned and no debriefing. Reefing wins and some disasters. Plenty of beginners and the occasional master. No matter your skill, we are just friends. Driving one another right around the bend. So join our Discord and have some fun. It's what life is all about when all said and done. Salty Banter, it's time to begin. Buckle up, reefers, and feel free to join in. Salty Banter, it's time to begin.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of Salty Banter. As always, free for all. We'll go down the screen. We'll talk about what's going on in our salty words. Words? Worlds. Fucking hell. Excellent
Warts?
start.
They're
Daniel.
salty warts.
So salty words. What's going on with your salty words, Dan?
What's been going on? It's been all right. It's the tank's it's running okay.
Just all right.
Any floods?
Oh,
I've had
Dave.
I've had no more floods.
When was the last? I've been gone a while.
Yes, I've had no more floods
Since
since
2 weeks
yesterday.
ago?
yesterday.
No, I've had no more floods. I've done. I think since the last time, I'm trying to think what I've done. Really, I did move the arch from the scape, so that's gone now.
Yep.
So I've got no more rock sticking out of the water. I did that because I was finding I was getting just stuff collecting in the one side, and it wasn't quite going down the weir. So when I looked at it, and I've moved a couple of pumps around to combat it, but I decided to take that arch out. I think it was creating a little bit of a block just in front of the weir, so I did that. I've moved the rock work closer to each other, so I've pulled it inward a little bit, so it's all kind of like a little bit more central, but not massively.
That's a big fucking project. How many
Fucking
corals do you knock over?
I didn't, to be honest, because the rocks are all one piece, apart from they're in like 3 bits. You just move them over. That it takes like seconds to just pull them over. So it wasn't a
Without a
big
staff, it's a little bit more difficult.
No staff.
No, it was all right. I did that. I had another ICP come back, ATI one again. That came back with high zinc from my last ICP, which was my first one.
I wouldn't trust them ATI ones. Fucking sharp.
But the zinc had
Wait,
gone
did
up from.
you-
I think
Steve, did you piss in it when you sent it off?
I pissed in it before he got it.
Ah, there you go. There's a problem. There's your high
Was that
zinc,
what-
Dan.
was that what it was rinsed out with? Yeah, lovely. Um,
Yeah.
But I think my zinc, it went from like 5 on the first one, which was June, and it went up to like 26. So it's quite a big jump.
Steve, you need to go see a doctor, pal.
So I started looking at all the pumps. I pulled out the first one that had been in the longest because that's just what I suspected, and it was the internal impeller had slightly gone rusty. So I pulled that out. I checked all
No
the
one likes
others.
a rusty shaft, mate.
What kind of pump?
It was just a cheap Hager pump, so it wasn't anything particularly exciting.
Slight smirk on your face there, Dan. Any reason for that?
No. I've had it. I think I've had that. The reason why I went for that pump is because I've had it running for about a year and a half. So it if you're just doing process of elimination, I just thought that was going to be the one that was going to be gone, and it was, to be fair. So, but unfortunately, because of like the price point they are, there's no real repair. There's no spare bits you can get. It's just that's it. It's done. So it's like. But it didn't really matter. It's like 50 quid. 50. What's that?
If you run GFO, just remember that the GFO has got some descriptions of metals in there, and it can stick to a magnet. So just make sure you give it a clean, because it might not be that. It might just be that GFO stuck to the magnet.
I've not. I don't run GFO, so
Okay.
I think it was just the quality of the wave pump. But I did check the other ones that I've got, and I pulled my return pump out. I've got a different style Hager, which was a similar design to the one that Harry had go wrong in his TMC one. It was that same kind of like shape. So I've got a Hager one of them. I checked all that. Everything with those is fine.
I haven't heard the TMC ones leaching metals, only burning houses down.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think that was the warning signs for Harry. Is it was leaching metals
Was
Flames.
and killing everything, and then it caught on fire.
Yeah. So the only thing I noticed, the only coral that was like an early indicator was the Duncan that I got from Steve. That was fine when I got it for a good sort of 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden it just closed up shop. And initially you just think, is it just being sulky?
Yeah.
It was like it for about a week, and then the ICP came back, and that's when I sort of looked at it and I thought maybe it's because of that. And then I did send Steve a picture earlier on because it's been about 2 weeks since that pump's been out, and the Duncan's come back now. It's back out. So I suspect it was the high zinc that was causing that, really. But yeah. The only other thing, I've done no water change for the last 4 weeks. That's not been intentional. So what kind of happened there was
Flooded your house.
No,
It's not.
No.
Guys.
It's not
Yeah.
intentional.
yeah, it's not.
Guys rubbed off on him.
So what happened was I was on Red Sea Blue Bucket for quite a while, and then I jumped to one bucket of Nios, and then I was listening to Rob on his videos because he'd swapped to the Instant Ocean, and I started looking at it, and I thought, well, if there's no like real sort of downsides to doing it, if you're gonna buff your traces, so I swapped to Instant Ocean. I think I've done 2-3 buckets of that now. And then I was due to change my bucket because I've run out of salt. So I was just having an R in, and everything's been doing fine. But I'm actually I'm going to go back to Nios salt. And the main reason being is because in conjunction with the 2-part I and B that I'm running, I don't, unlike Rob, where he's like got his sort of concoction of traces down to an absolute peach on his massive system. I'm not quite up to that. I'm not like up to that level. So for me, I kind of think that between Instant Ocean and Nios, I think the Nios salt is going to be more beneficial, especially in particular to the SPS corals, in terms of just minor little differences within the salt. And I think possibly over a longer period, it might be a bit more beneficial to go back to Nios.
Dan,
so that's
you need to disrespect it a little more, because last time Steve was here, he fucking hiked the prices. Yeah. Fucking you remember that.
It. I've had to save an extra
Steve.
sort of £5-10 for the bucket, but I will be ordering some. But to be fair, I must say it's the longest time I've been without a single water change on any system.
What's the
You
price?
feel filthy.
And it's the tank's been fine.
What's the price comparison of the Nios to Reef crystals? Just go up Instant Ocean.
So
Is that a big?
Instant Ocean is about 50 quid a bucket, and I think the Nios, if you want a bucket, I think it's 70 now. But if you want the box, it's like 65.
75 in about an hour's time. Yep.
But what about Reef crystals? Instant Oceans.
I don't know. Is Reef crystals the same as Instant Ocean, or is that
higher alk and higher?
It's above
elevated
40, yeah.
level?
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Jim. I've never looked at it, to be honest. I've never looked at it. But I mean, what I think I will probably do going forward, because I normally do 50 litres a week, I'm probably going to just, when I go back to Nios, I'll probably drop that to doing 50 litres every 2 weeks, and I'll probably run it like that, and I'll just sort of see how it goes. My main thing in this tank is just the nitrates. The nitrates tend to creep up a little bit over a longer period of time. So, but I mean, yeah, the water changes aside, I brought some more bumblebee snails the other week because I've still got quite a few vermitids coming out of the woodwork. That's like the main problem for me at the minute is vermitids. They're sort of like, they're so ingressed in this system. I mean, they're all in the weir. They keep actually blocking the main drain, and I have to like go in there and just try and like cut them away to free up the veins of the drain. They're actually in my so my TMC Titan skimmers, the actual clear elbows, they're actually in the freaking UVs now. They're actually like stuck inside the clear. So they're just
big ones or the little ones?
They're sort of like like a pinky red.
So they're big ones.
Yeah, they do get big. Yeah, if I well, not that I purposely do, but if you miss one, they do go quite tall. But I mean, I put in another 11 bumblebees now, so I'll probably need like another 40 or 50. But the problem is for me, even if I get them out the main display, there's so many in the system. I mean, I think Jason said the other day he pulled out part of his pipe work and they were just all in the pipe work, absolutely everywhere. So long term, I don't really know what the answer is, but they're just an absolute pain in the backside. That's like the thing. The thing for me at the minute with this tank is that's what's kind of spoiling it. It's just like the constant battle of vermitids. It's just an absolute pain. But
yeah, I've always found that if you have a pest and you battle it and you give up and you battle it and you give up, like maybe like half-ass battle it. Like you hit them once a week or once every 2 weeks, and you're like, I'm gonna, next weekend I'm gonna hit them again. It doesn't work. You gotta spend like 2 weeks, 3 weeks just fucking hammering them.
Yep.
Let your cleanup crew do the job after that, and then you'll be fine. And then you won't ever have to do it again. But if you just do it once every 2 weeks, you're gonna be doing it for a fucking year, and you're gonna hate your tank.
Yeah, carbonate dosing. I'm doing that 4 or 5 times a week at the minute. But
that's some serious advice from the expert of the group right there. Well done, Jim.
Influencer. Yep.
No, you're the influencer, Ron. Yeah.
Fuck you, Dave.
I forgot my TMC poster. I forgot to put it up today.
But I have
it burned down.
I have got to move. I've got to move this tank at some point.
Fix the
I'm
block.
kind of like in my mind. I'm just like, do I sort of just cut all the corals back to base, refrag them, keep them in a smaller system, monitor them, and then obviously do the tank move? Because there's quite a few things I've got to do to this tank itself. There's just things I've got to do with the plumbing, and I want to I want to actually wrap my sump. That's the one thing I wish I had done from the last tank. Is my last one was wrapped white around the sides and the back, and it's just little jobs like that. Obviously, I can't do it when it's obviously running. I've got to do it when it's emptied, really. So,
where are you going to move it to?
What's that?
Where are you moving it to?
I'm going to move it, so it's going to go in front of my sort of window over this side, and I'm going to be redoing the rockscape. I'm going to go with a new rockscape again because I want to actually drop it this now. I want to sort of lower it, and I want to sort of take off. I want to take off the black sides, and I'm going to kind of turn it into a bit of a sort of cheap peninsula. Is my sort of plan. Because I can't, as much as I want to go and get, I mean, even a small peninsula from Red Sea, you're talking like, over $2,000. For the size that I want, they're like £4,000. So that ain't going to be happening anytime soon.
What about the new one from D&D?
That to be fair, that would be an option. But where I'm planning on putting this, the DD one would be just slightly too wide, which is a real shame. It needs to be like this sort of 660, just over 2 foot wide, so, or deep, should I say, however you want to say it. But yeah,
what happened? You get like bored with the hobby? Like you're making huge fucking changes.
Yeah,
like, I'm gonna take the whole fucking thing down, redo all the rock, move it, fucking take the back off, whole new system.
Do you need this?
Fucking sounds like taters.
Something else or something, Dan? Is there something else going on in the house that you're having to move it for, or is it just you just want to move it?
Because I want to get next to the tank over this way. I'm going to be putting a desk, and then I want the tank to go behind the desk, and then where this tank is, that's going to then become. I'm going to sort of build like some bench seating in this corner, and that's going to be like a bit of the dining area. That's the real reason. Also, if I kind of do like a semi shutdown, it gives me a chance to kind of like keep all the corals in a smaller system and try and actually get rid of the vermitids off of like all the corals, just mainly the plugs, because I'll probably end up refragging a lot of it. But I mean, I don't know. I keep contemplating on downsizing. I've mentioned downsizing before, and that's another option, which is why I was kind of like hoping to just go like with like a smaller peninsula. I say smaller, it would still be like a Peninsula 500. It just wouldn't be as long as what this tank is. But
I think something people don't consider in this hobby is downsizing almost never makes financial sense. So that tank's there, but it's paid for. It's you do like the tank. It's a nice size. Yeah, if you downsize, it will probably end up costing you money in the long run.
yeah, oh yeah, it would do. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I keep because what happens is at the minute I keep falling in and out of love with the actual tank, not the hobby, just the tank, and not because I said the vermitids alone, it just causes you so much like aggro when you start seeing them on the rocks, and it's just like I know it's just a constant battle, but I think for me, like this time of year for me doesn't help because it's such an expensive time. Anyway, I've got like 2 birthdays coming up. It's like coming up to Christmas. So as much as I'd love to like throw, a couple of £100 worth of cleaning crew at it, it's just not gonna. It's just not an option at the minute. I did buy funny enough, on a bit of bad luck, I did buy an urchin. So I finally thought, I'll try an urchin. This has been running for quite a while. Everything's pretty stable. I was really happy. So I brought a urchin, climatized it for around 2.5, 3 hours. So I went quite long. That lasted 2 days, and that was gone. So
What kind of urchin was it?
it was a tuxedo urchin.
And how much do you have? Plenty of algae around for it to feed on?
Yeah. There's enough to. Yeah, there's all sorts of little bits and pieces. I mean,
Zinc levels that's done it.
yeah, that's what I thought, and I don't know. My iodine's been a little bit low, and I've been dosing that. So I wonder if I just hadn't quite caught up with the iodine as well.
The iodine would have made that much of a difference, but the zinc, if it's come from a 0 zinc and you've got a high zinc, I don't know what the zinc level is. I know you said it had gone up.
Yeah, I don't know what it is now because I think I did about 100, sort of 70 odd liters before I've had this like water change break. So it did get some dilution. But apart from that, just I don't know if it was just unlucky. Maybe it was just the parameters were a little bit off, which But I mean, coral and fish wise, everything's doing well. Stuff's still growing.
How big was it, Dan?
It wasn't that big. It wasn't that big. It was quite small.
I've had 3, and one of them was quite a bit bigger than the other 2, and that one lasted about a week.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
No, this wasn't very big. I was disappointed, not because I think it was like 25 quid, so it wasn't like mega money, but I hate it when you put something in your system and it just doesn't, for whatever reason, just doesn't make it. I know it's not a fish, but even just something like a snail, I just don't like the fact that it was fine, like where it came from. And then you put it in your tank and it's just gone in 2 days. It was a little bit sad, but
makes you wonder why you're in the hobby. You're just like flushing money down the fucking toilet.
I mean, it just, like I said, it wasn't, obviously the money thing was is a bit of a shame because you think, well, £25 for 2 days don't seem that great a value, but I know there's always a reason for stuff not working. If something perishes that quick, I said it could just be bad luck, but it probably is something to do parameter wise. And I suppose unless I do another ICP and dive into the sort of finer elements, I'm probably not going to really find out again. But I am going to do another ICP in the next week or so, and then I will see what it's at, see whether the zinc level has dropped since I've removed that pump and obviously done a 70 odd litre water change, and we'll see. But it's all right. I think we, like, for me particularly, I'm terrible at looking at more the negative side of what's going on with the system rather than looking at the positive. And it's only sometimes, like when you clean your glass and you I did all my back wall the other week, and it's only when I do jobs like that, and then it all sort of clears. I sit back that evening and I sort of look at it and I just think, actually, it's not, it's not a terrible system. It's if you like I put stuff on Instagram and stuff, you get people commenting and saying, oh, amazing, looks amazing. But for yourself, when you're looking at it every day, you don't often you don't ever think that generally. You're kind of always looking at what's going wrong. This isn't growing. It's like, I think we put a lot of pressure on ourselves as reefers to kind of have these perfect tanks, and I say in a lot of my videos that nothing's ever perfect. There's always going to be something that you'll kind of battling, something going on with your system. It's just
everyone's got their own version of perfect, though, right? It's so different.
Yeah,
yeah.
We're all our worst own critic, aren't we? So
yeah, and I get more sort of. I love having my tank, and it's phenomenal. You know, from where I came from to what I've got now. But I get more pleasure in like the social aspect of it. I really like looking at other people's tanks and systems. It's like I get that. I prefer looking at like, you know, what other people have got going on. Like Koja's tank tour was like phenomenal for me. That was like really, really like a really good detailed tour, and it was interesting to see some of the approaches that he did. And like I said, I did think about doing like a peninsula with this beforehand, and then I saw Koja's and I was just thinking, you know, why not move it and turn it into a peninsula and try and make it just that little bit like, you know, make it into something that I would like, but just at the moment, you know, for whatever reason, can't afford. But yeah, I'm not that naive that I don't realise buying, you know, doing like a semi-shutdown, buying new rock, new sand, all the rest of it. It's all expense, isn't it? All the time. It's like it's not a cheap hobby for me. It's like it takes quite a lot of time and effort for me to keep this system. And I only keep, you know what it's like. I try and keep it fairly shoestring budget anyway. You know, like as best I can. I'm never one of these people that likes to throw like loads of money at a system, because it's like, I just think if it ever goes wrong, I don't think I'd ever like come back from it, if that makes sense. But yeah, no. Apart from that, I'm just sort of hanging in there.
Good. So it sounds to me like if everybody on screen sends Dan one bumblebee snail, you'll be in a better, because you do need to add a bit of an army. I've had 2 major vermitid outbreaks. I mean, this tank was insane. The lines within the rock, it was Marco shelf rock, so it was flat pieces. The lines just got choked, absolutely choked with vermitids. And army of, but again, I put in 10 or 15, nowhere near enough. I think I put 50 or 60 in, and then 6 months later I dropped another 30 or 40 in. Yes, they do then predate your trochus and your other snails, things like that. That's definitely a thing. But oh my god, it completely destroyed them. Now I do have some that unfortunately Montipora have grown over, and the vermitids are actually coming through. It looks so unpleasant, but the bumblebees are slowly just marching their way around and destroying them. So yeah, that would be my recommendation, that's for sure.
Pretty much the same here.
I'll see what Santa can bring, if I'm on the good list or not.
A big bag of snails, Santa. Enjoy carrying that. Rudolph will be like, who the fuck's this for? And how naughty have they been?
And a new wet and dry
sack.
Yeah.
Okay. What's been going on with me? Not actually a lot. The spawning system going really well. Corals are growing like absolute mad, as is the algae, but the tang, the bristletooth, and the tuxedo urchin are just mowing it down. So it's managing it. So it's in there, it's managing it, and it just looks nice and natural. I quite like it. So it's going well, and obviously there is a chance that towards the end of this month there will be a spawn. So probably the next couple of weeks I'll snap a couple of sacrificial branches off and see if there's any setting going on within those branches and take it from there. I'm sitting here playing with a bulkhead because I now have to get my finger out and get my coral settling tank sorted. So yeah, you can do it in little tubs from IKEA or a pound shop or even just a plastic basin, but I would like to have it a little bit more controlled. I'd like to be able to control the flow, the lighting, things like that. So I've decided that my old frag tank, which I ran a skims overflow with a little tom lifter pump to keep the siphon going down to the sump and then back up, I've decided I'm going to try and drill it.
Easy.
So, yeah, I know, Zach. I knew you'd fucking love that. So my question for everybody on screen is, this bulkhead is for a 32 millimeter pipe, okay? The thread, I've stuck some calipers on them, and the threads are just between 41 and 42 millimeters, right? Is a glass hole cutting drill piece the same as most drill pieces in that the hole you end up with is just marginally larger than what the drill bit suggests so. I'm thinking of buying a 40mm drill bit. Okay, so Steve's saying no, so I am looking for a 41 or 42mm.
43mm drill bit and a tube of silicon.
Okay. Tube of silicon. You fucker.
How big's the rubber O-ring? What diameter?
Ben.
That's a fair point.
That gives you your tolerance, doesn't it? How thick that disc is.
Here's another question. See in these bulkheads, there is a plastic washer and a rubber washer, okay? Now, obviously the bulkhead goes that way, and then you tighten it with this slightly grippy thing underneath. What does the rubber washer go on the inside of the tank?
Yes.
And then you put that on the outside of the tank and then clamp it with that nut.
That's what I've always done.
That's what I've always done. I just thought I would ask while it was in my hand there. Okay, so yes, I shall
remember that those things are not actually made for our industry.
Yes,
they wouldn't sell enough of them to even warrant molding them.
Yeah, but I think the inside diameter of that washer is 42mm. So that answers that.
What's the outside?
No idea. I
was just thinking because the difference between the inside and the outside is your tolerance of your error.
Okay.
So if you've got
just
if
think
the
about
outside's 45.
Think about if you make it too small. What are you going to do? You're going to shave the threads down because you're not going to open up a glass hole a 0.5 millimeter aside.
Steve will come around and polish it and be fine.
Yeah. Sandpaper and persistence. That's all you need.
And a fucking decade.
Inside diameter of the washer is 43 and the outside diameter is 56.
Yeah, you go big.
Loads. Yeah, I mean they're pretty chunky washers. Yeah.
Build the pyramids in the amount of time you got to fucking sand that shit up in it.
So yeah, I'm thinking about drilling. I'll do two overflows and one return, and I'll do that. I can't be bothered with the whole external overflow. And I looked for a lifter pump. So I think they were originally made by Tom or something in America. They were called, and then Aqua One then made their own. They've completely stopped manufacturing them now. So
they ran on the Maris system, was it? I believe.
Yes. Yep. So I had a look. There's a couple in America that eBay would ship over for 45, 50 quid, something like that. But I just thought, I've always wanted to try drilling glass. This tank is sitting doing nothing. I don't technically need it. It would be a good one.
One bit of advice: make sure you take the hammer action off the drill. I'll fuck it really quick.
It will. The only issue I do have is that I don't know if the bottom of the tank is tempered or not, but I got it from Clear Seal. It was fully custom, and I really don't think that the base will be tempered. I don't think
there's a way to test it.
Dual tanks that say that they are tempered.
Yeah. What is the test for it, Zach? Because I have read that.
So you take polarized glasses, and then you kind of shift it, and you'll see you'll see lines and streaks and shit.
Yeah, I've got.
There's another test as well. If you hit it with a hammer and look at what happens.
I knew you guys were definitely the right people to speak to about this.
So why do you got to drill the bottom? Why don't you drill the side?
I mean, I could drill the side, but my way of thinking is that the tank sits on an old piece of checkout. So basically we had an extra piece of checkout, a till unit, mega heavy duty that we bought when we bought the garden centre. And it was extra, didn't need it. And I went, I can just stick a glass box in that. Clearsteel made me a glass box. The exact dimension, I think it's like 90 by 60 by a foot deep. For like 70 quid I got it for.
90?
Yeah, 90 long.
And this is what you're going to use for spawning?
No, just settling the
Yeah. 90 inches long?
Centimeters.
Oh, fuck. Holy shit. Why are you building such a huge settling tank?
That would be fucking bonkers.
Jesus.
So 90 centimeters, so just under a meter, and then just over half a meter deep. So and my idea is that I've got this skim sump sitting directly underneath it on this piece of till unit. So I was just going to drill straight, so it's just a straight drop down into the sump, and then a return and have an emergency as well.
What if we ever said tank sizes by centimeter?
I mean, that's what I work in millimeters and centimeters. Metric.
One other thing as well, Ron, and I am speaking from my own mistakes here. Just remember where the framework is of the cabinet when you're drilling your holes, because I have done that and ended up having to try and trim a bulkhead down to fit it in.
Yeah, I had to slightly sand one of my bulkheads in my frag tank. Yeah. No, noted. There was a Radian update this week. Some Irradians are no longer dropping off for, literally 0.5 of a second. I'd be sitting here and that room there, you would just see go slightly darker and then come back on again. Don't know why it was doing it. Yep, but that's it. Touch wood. That's 2 days. It's not done at once. So thank you, Ecotech.
Was that the update that Dave got 6 months ago?
No, this is another one since then.
He got a cheeky little beta type update from someone. He got a sneaky little backdoor kind of, here, mate, hey, try this.
Well, I heard about Baby Dave and thought, fuck, we need him to fluence us a bit. So, yeah.
Baby Dave's the backdoor king.
He is. He's the scaffolding beneath Ecotech.
Yeah.
Nio salt going well. I have to admit that I filter my salt water as it goes to my tank, and the actual filter is still almost completely brand new and clean. So that's hundreds and hundreds of liters of salt water.
So at some point, are you just going to stop filtering it? I mean, what's the point if?
Yeah, absolutely pointless, isn't it? But I mean, the filter's there, and I get the filters for like £3 each. Yeah,
that's fucking £10 increase since the stream started. Fuck's sake, guys.
One of the biggest things that I've done since the last Salty Banter is that I had a visitor. Cheeky little Steve sitting there, came to Scotland for work, and popped in for lunch, and we had a few hours just hanging out and talking reefing and fucking around. It was absolutely amazing. Such good fun. Thank you for making the effort, Steve. I appreciate it.
It was great. I enjoyed it. It was so much good fun. I was almost late for my flight.
We were sitting at one point and I went, Steve, what time's your flight again? 3.
It was when Bernadette said, well, didn't you say you were supposed to leave at like 2? Yeah. So it was 2:15. Oh.
Yeah. And it sounds like your sat-nav took you on a right roundabout trip.
Now, Bernadette's a really nice lady, but usually when the missus says to a guest, weren't you supposed to leave? Get the fuck out.
Bye, Felicia.
Just go.
The only other thing before I wrap up and we move on to Zach is that it's a completely different beast posting corals in the winter in Scotland with heat packs that actually work. Zach, how are things with you?
Not too bad. Plan on doing a water change today. Everything's stable. Colors are starting to return now that I'm not neglecting the system. Still have some pallies to remove. Those death pallies.
Ooh.
Not looking forward to that.
Did you have any effect from the last time? I know you were quite careful and you did take precautions, and your wife was aware of what they are.
Yes. Yeah. So no effect. Fortunately, I bleached. Like we had this bleach spray bottle, and I mean, this kind of sounds weird, but like I sprayed my arms, sprayed everything. Like I pretty much took a bleach bath to make sure that if there was any splashback, it was going to get neutralized. So
were your pubes bleached?
They were before.
No.
What percent of pallies do you think you got out?
I'd say like 75%. They're still lingering. my urchins wore them as hats and then spread them around. So,
and since you did it like a month ago, right?
a few weeks ago, yeah.
So how much do you think it's grown back?
They're quick growers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I can't put my finger on it, but they're definitely back. It's kind of a pain in the dick because they're grown on glass, but they're growing. I can take a razor to the feet and pull them up, but like they're on rock work now, and I'm not sure what to do about that because I'll have to take
Have you tried that shit I use?
Ron special juice will get rid of
the
it.
sodium hydroxide stuff or whatever.
Anything else on the rock work with the palace?
Yeah, so they're near acros and shit like that are encrusted on the rock. So I'm thinking about breaking the acros off, taking it outside and scrubbing it, but I don't know what to do.
Fire is usually the best thing.
Yeah, just don't boil it.
Yeah, right.
No, blowtorch.
TMC pump. And that was that.
How was that?
Other brands are available. Less smoky ones, anyway. Anyway, sorry, Zach.
No, you're
Sorry,
good. You're good. No, I'm just weird. No, nothing else really going on in my world. With reefing, I was thinking about tearing down this system. It's kind of a shithole. Algae's taken over. Bubble algae, hair algae. So I'm thinking about taking it down, reusing some of the equipment like the light, throw that on the 75. How
about the basement pond idea? Is that dead in the water? I mean,
it is a point of contention between me and the CFO. So yeah, no, that's probably not going to happen. I'm waiting for stability to happen financially for us. I think I've talked about this. She got a job at the beginning of the year. The administration's fucked up. And she had to end up taking a pay cut to job hop, but where am I going with this? I'm sorry, I'm like terrible ADD right now, but like
right.
I'm waiting for the bonus to come in next month, and then I want to see about an upgrade, like a system upgrade, but we'll see.
You mean like
size?
A serious upgrade?
Yeah, I'd like to. I'd like to go a 6-footer, something like a 180, but I don't know. We'll see.
And would you get rid of your current one, or would that?
I would actually keep the 80 as a frag system, but have it all tied together somehow. But I'm not sure. I'd like to push more volume.
In any way, could Nakatomi help out a new system? The rebirth of Nakatomi.
Could you imagine Nakatomi 3?
Oh Lord. I do miss Nakatomi.
Me too.
It was cool because like there's a lot of life in it for a fuge. But
yeah, there's a couple of random Germans. There was a wee guy in the air vents. There was a guy sitting in a limo listening to Christmas rap in the basement.
Yippee-ki-yay.
But no, the nutrient instability was just too big of an issue with the fuge. So, but yeah,
it was a cool idea though. I loved it.
Yeah, it was unique. It was different. So,
could you not reimagine it and bring it back in a different form, bigger? I mean, you can't go Die Hard 5. You can't do that to me.
We'll see. We'll see. So,
anything else, Zach?
No, not for me.
Okie doke. Well, I hope your financial situation does stabilize soon, because it's always a worry. But no, fingers crossed for you.
Yeah, we'll see. Cool.
Good man. Emma, what's going on with you? You've been buying corals again?
I did. I've been mostly beating myself up the last couple of weeks. Similar to how Dan lost stuff. Chris was amazing. Sent me an amazing package of coral, and I lost all the tenuous within a day.
Well done, no, Chris. That is what this place is all about, is sharing, and what a selection of corals.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, Chris, I wouldn't have killed them. But anyway, on you go, Emma.
You wouldn't have done.
That makes me feel better. Thanks.
Then you
like,
an absolute
I'm out of here.
arse, and don't let him say any different. They are a nightmare.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that wasn't a tenuous made it. It's doing great. But all the tenuous just.
Are they all fully gone? Because I know you said that a couple of them looked like they actually still had growth at the bases.
The Walt Disney held on for 2 days before it fucked off.
Okay.
But it's gone. Yeah.
I would. If I didn't have an expensive keyboard, I would force them out for my dead homies. But I'm just not.
Yeah. So yeah, as you know, Jim pointed to it. It's made me question, why I'm in the hobby a little bit. Trying not to beat myself up over it, but
they are absolute nightmares. Those corals. Everyone will tell you the same thing. Sure, you'll get some people that will talk absolute shit and say, "Oh no, easy peasy, total piece of piss. We've all killed tenuous."
Yep.
And they were only shipped in 4 ounces of water. Right, it's 4 ounces of water, and maybe I should have. And first time I've ever shipped any, and maybe it should have been a bag with more water.
Let's
maybe
blame,
it was too
let's
much.
blame Chris. Chris looks like he can take it. It's his fault. He fucked it up. Sorry, Steve. Were you going to say something?
Yeah, between me and 4 of my friends, we had a very special tenuous in the UK. And we all shared it between each other, and every single one of us have ended up losing it. Luckily enough, I did bank a piece, didn't I, Ron?
And that's the one I dropped on the floor the other day there.
And he is the only person I know of in the UK that has still got tenuous. And I'm talking about some of the guys who I know are better SPS keepers than I am, and they lost them.
Yeah.
And this guy's got it.
And now an idiot is in charge.
It's going well. The two you gave me are growing well. I did drop it last week. Oh, what the fuck just happened?
Is that a celebration?
Is that the celebration for them still being alive?
This is what happens when reefing clowns get together. How did that even happen?
I have no idea.
Just put my name back on one, Ron.
Yes. There is one put aside. Back off, Jim. Sorry, Emma. You go.
No, you're good.
So yeah, it did look like Chris shipped them in little cups.
Yeah, the little urine specimen cups. Yeah. So I don't know. Everything else is great. The anemone is great. The digitata, and I don't remember I can't ever remember the name of it. The
Tubbs stellata.
Yeah, that guy. And the solar flare are all great. But yeah. So I don't know.
So what else is happening other than new corals then?
I've been working on removing things from what I do quite a bit. So I stopped the Isolate MT. I put that in the closet, not even dosing it anymore.
Did you not say you were getting really good results with that though? Like extra polyp extension, color?
Well, I think I was, but I'm not sure if it was a result of that, right? So I'm just going to put it in the closet. If I, decide I need it, it's there. I've paid for it. It's not going to go anywhere, but
I got given a bottle and it's sitting on my shelf and the seal isn't even cracked because I don't know enough about it to go using that, and it's super concentrated.
It is very concentrated. Yeah, I've stopped that. I've stopped the Aquaforest Life Source mud. I've stopped all my phyto production and dosing phyto. I've stopped basically everything except for the manganese at this point. So I add 3 drops of manganese every morning. I did start carbon dosing to try to get control of my nutrients because, as a lot of you guys know, my nutrients were skyrocketing one day, on the floor the next. Since I started using the Tropic Marin carbon dosing stuff, they've stabilized. They are usually between like 0.2 and 0.3 for phosphate. But the nitrates are now in line ratio-wise with them, and they don't tend to a roller coaster like they were. So they're usually fairly predictable. I did stop, or not stop, but what's the word I'm looking for? Dial back the amount that I was doing this last week because I did restart calc, and I didn't want to bottom out my phosphates. I didn't know how much calc would absorb. So my phosphates actually trended up a bit this week, but I'll get them back down. I'm not too worried about that.
The less you do, the easier it is to control everything.
Yeah.
The more you fuck around, the further and further away you get from knowing what is doing what.
Yep. Well, and you know, Jim's tried to tell me that for months.
I don't think it was just Jim either. I think it's a kind of
hashtag expert.
It's a general kind of feel on Reefy AF is that just keep things simple. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm trending that way. I'm getting there.
I was talking about it just this morning. You know, the less I do, the better my tank seemed to become. So I mean, the evidence is there. It's pretty solid.
Yep. So I mean, right now the only thing that goes into my system is the carbon dosing, the calc, and the manganese, and that's all I do. So
and NIOS salt for your water changes.
Nope. I've got Tropic Marin salt for my water changes.
You did. So you did try NIOS, didn't you?
Not yet. So right now I've got a bucket of the symbiotic salt that I used because I moved away from the Aquaphor salt because it was unpredictable. It wasn't mixing predictably for me at all. So I got that mainly because it had the bacterial stuff in it to what's that?
Is it the probiotic one?
Yeah. So I was hoping, I was fighting chrysophytes at the time, so I was hoping that it would help with that, and it did. Along with a bunch of cleanup crew, the chrysophytes are all gone. So there's that. But it's like $135 a bucket. I don't know that I want to continue to pay that much.
That is a lot of money for a bucket of salt.
Yeah.
What, 160 gallon worth about?
Yep.
Is that your bucket size? Wow, that.
Yeah. So I will.
It's over £100. How much is it in the UK? That's just.
It's 25 kg buckets, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got it on sale for 100, but I'm not going to pay that much. That's just too much.
I'd be expecting fucking supersonic reef tank if I was using salt that cost that much.
That's a gallon.
Yeah.
You spill that on the floor, you're like, full of Dan, and you're fucking shitting your pants.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, you're still putting all of that's going down the drain at some point.
Well, right, because I do a weekly water change. Yeah, so absolutely.
Stop drinking alcohol as well, then, Ron.
Say again, Steve.
On that theory, does that mean that we should stop drinking alcohol?
Absolutely not. There's no way am I suggesting anyone.
It all goes down the drain.
Yeah, it's worth it though, isn't it?
Poison in your bodies.
Yeah,
so I've got
it.
when that bucket is done, I've got kind of two options on my list of either going to Nios. I can get it, much cheaper than the symbiotic, or just using what my local fish store uses, which is the salinity from Aquavitro, which is still an expensive salt. I think it's still $100 a bucket.
Isn't that a bigger bucket though? Is it 30 kilos on the
28 or something? It's bigger.
It's bigger. It's a bigger bucket.
And the buckets are the best buckets in the industry.
I hear good things about salinity. I've never used it, so the only person I know that uses it is the owner of the local fish store I go to all the time. So he loves it. He stands by it. It would be kind of nice to be able to support his business because I'm, all the time. He's given me some pretty solid advice.
Salinity is only sold in brick and mortar, though, isn't it? I mean, that's the way Salinity, CChem are trying to actually support bricks and mortar stores by making it that only.
Yeah. So right now I'm leaning towards the Salinity just because of that, because it's available. I can, drive 20 minutes and go get a bucket of salt. I don't have to really worry about it.
Very, very well for me until I started getting into more SPS and started going more into corals, and then it was a bit lacking.
Well, see, I have a tank full of SPS, so so that's good to know.
Yeah.
I probably won't stick with the Tropic Marin though, just because it's done well. It's just a lot of money for what it is.
It really is.
But yeah, I've just been trying to really simplify things. I did get some new coral yesterday. I actually got one of the pieces. It was like $100 frag from the store. He gave it to me for free, so that was nice. Yeah, I was really happy with that.
Did you have your gun with you?
No, I did not.
No.
And then I've got 3 new battle corals as well. So hoping for good things out of those.
Which names are they?
My favorite is one that it's been on my list to buy from Battle Corals for a long time. It's called the Table of Doom. Yeah, that's a great one. I actually have a lot of tabling corals from Battle Corals. I actually really like the tabling corals. And then there's a werewolf, which I believe is a type of stag. And then the Cop's Cali, which is like a blue and green acro. Or I'm sorry, a purple-green acro.
Remind me what your future plans are, because currently you have corals in there that would fill an 8-foot tank. So what's coming?
Tank flights? Yeah, my goal, at least right now, is to get a 5-foot tank in the summer. We'll see where I land on that. So,
which brand are you leaning towards? Because
I was going back and forth a lot on the water box versus the UNS.
Doesn't sound like you to go back and forth.
I know. I'm indecisive. What do you want from me?
A decision.
But I'm going to go with the water box because one of the real reasons I was getting the UNS is because of the doors, of being able to, use the magnets on the doors. But since then, I got a 3D printer and I can actually print a little modification to put magnets on it. And so I'm just going to go with the water box because I can just mod the thing pretty easily myself now.
I think that was the conversation we had. You were talking about tanks, and then I said, I don't think 3D printing should be the decision factor on a tank, and you just burst out laughing.
I did. Well, because that was the big reason I was looking to get it, was because it's going alongside where my bed is, and there's not enough room to swing a cabinet door open. And so the sump on the UNS has the ability to easily do that.
Isn't it going to be too loud in your bedroom to have a reef tank?
Shouldn't. This one does make
some other fucking idiot does it, doesn't he?
I'm going to say ask Dave.
Yeah.
This one makes almost no noise. So
yeah, but Dave could sleep through his radio turning on in the middle of the night. So
it's true.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, suntan at the same time. It's amazing.
But yeah, I found some magnet mods for doors that I can just easily print. I'm not a huge DIY person, so
make sure you film it then.
Yeah,
for fuck's sake, Steve.
So,
and you shut down your phytoplankton?
I did shut it all down. It's all gone. Well, I mean, I still have all the equipment, but yeah, all the phyto's gone.
And what was the reason for that?
Well, I'm not dosing it, so there's no huge reason to do it.
Literally fucking pointless.
Yeah. But the phyto, I mean, I really enjoyed doing it for a time, but to do it properly, you have to, be very sterile about it. And
yeah, I loved the idea of it. In fact, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was the process, getting the stuff, and then watching it multiply. But I'm sorry, I didn't see any benefit to my systems with it, so I just stopped.
It's just, I was growing like 6 different strains of phyto, and it's just a lot of work. It's hours every weekend to make all the different water, sterilize the jugs, pasteurize the water, then wait for it to cool, get all the lids and the tubes all sterilized, the funnels all sterilized, the containers for the harvest sterilized and rinsed out so you can harvest it and not kill your phyto. And
well, that should probably put anyone off trying to grow it. So well done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a lot of work. By the time I got done with actual work, I didn't really feel like doing more work. So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's I like the idea. Too much work.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I've just been moving towards doing things in a more simple fashion. So, like Jim said the other day, a year I'll be doing nothing.
We'll all be doing fucking shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Steve, Mr. Cloudy Tank.
Yeah.
What's going on with the new system?
Well, I was going to go through what I've done last time. You kind of messed up by asking me a question like halfway through.
Sorry, it's annoying when people do that. And oh, Jesus, we're all changing again. I keep looking.
Everyone's moved. What's happened?
You're up there now, Steve. Okay.
Right. Yeah, well, I got to visit you.
You unlucky man.
I nearly managed to get away, but you came out and dragged me back in.
He did walk up to the front door, go, and then just walked away again.
Yeah, so I did.
I was just got stuff to share.
I was trying to download the pictures while you were talking. I didn't realise I was next. So yeah, there's the 2 main things I come to see: the tank and Dudley.
Yes, absolutely.
And Ron was there as well.
Both of my testicles, and you were.
Yeah, and we got to have a look at all the frag system in there, and one of the highlights. Cakes.
So it's very unfortunate what you're actually pointing at there. Did you see Melinda's comment? Because she calls them nipple cakes. The Empire biscuits with the jelly tots on the top. So yeah you were literally pointing at the nipple cakes.
Did you have one of Bernadette's Viennese whirls? Because they are the best that I have ever had in my life.
I had 2.
Oh,
and I was lucky. We ate them quite quickly before the cream went off.
I'm editing that out.
Yeah. That's a black eye next time, isn't it?
Yes.
And then was there another? Let me move this over because this is just like all of my photos, and I don't know what's going to come next. Was there another one that I wanted to show from there?
What's that one there that says nipple cake? Oh,
that's just my nipple. Then I got my new tank, and I've got a picture here. I'll show it a little bit out of sequence. But Harry was kind of shouting up from the sidelines to encourage me to get more and more and more of the tank done. So I'm holding him partially to blame for the cloudy tank. We'll come back to that.
So he pushed you into adding the sand in?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, we can get it done today. We can get all the fish over. And I'm like, I don't think we can. One, I don't think I have the capability because I'm already worn out. But yeah, so here we are outside, and what made me laugh, I've used this as a thumbnail for my video. There's like 5 of us lifting this tank. Not one of us is actually lifting it correctly.
It all looks like the worst lifting technique I think I've ever seen.
Yes.
Where there's a plane, there's a climb.
Where are you on that picture, Steve?
I'm at the end here.
You inside? Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, I'm inside with my feet up, sipping a beer.
Darren looks like he's maybe holding something else and not the tank.
Yeah, I think he was holding the sucker. I had some suckers on it. But yeah, we got the tank in, got it all built. And then, like I say, we put the sand in. Yeah, it didn't go brilliantly.
Oh?
Well, because it went a bit cloudy. And then I sprayed water everywhere because, of course, that's the kind of thing you do, isn't it? And I'm wiping the water off of the wall. And while I'm over in the corner, I'm like, I can hear like a crackling noise. What's that crackling noise? And I kind of shut everything off, listened a bit more, and it sounds like an electrical arcing. That's not good. So I then had to replace all of the sockets, 6 of which are behind the reef tank.
So
which was already full.
Did this sound start after spraying water near the sockets, or was this just...
I don't know. When I was over there, I heard it, and I hadn't heard it previously. But funnily enough, some of the switches, when you went to use them, didn't work properly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. They almost bounce kind of back to the off position.
So I think that's what one of them had done. And then when I took them off and replaced them with slightly better quality ones, this was what I found on one of them. And you can see this is the bottom of the socket here, holding it upside down.
Order them from Timu, Steve.
Did you say, did I order them from TMC? Timu, sorry. No, they came from Screwfix.
TMC outlets too.
They were LAP outlets, so don't use LAP outlets.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've swapped them all out now, but I had to use the world's tiniest little ratchet from Dave's toolkit to take one of the back panels off. Luckily, I'd left just enough space I could do that, and it was just a coincidence that I'd left enough space to mount MP40s onto the back wall, and that distance also equated to the same as what I needed to get this ratchet in.
I've
took all that
never
off.
seen a socket get affected like that, like on that black panel, whatever that is, between that and the plastic. That is a bizarre place to have kind of melting, and that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. And it smells like burnt electronics as well.
Yeah.
So it's not good.
The water's run down the wall and behind that front plate.
Yeah, I don't know whether any water got to this one. So there were definitely 2 sockets that got water on them, but this was almost at the other end.
But it was making a crackling sound, but it didn't pop your RCD.
So weirdly, when the water ran in the first 2, the whole house went off. I had a night. I was quite stressed that evening. Like I had to run an extension lead to a different circuit so that my current tank could still run.
Yeah.
And then I had to leave that tank off. But then the pressure was on because my wife and daughter came home, and that same that same outlet, fuse in the fuse board, ran the living room and my daughter's bedroom. So I had no power.
Shit.
Yeah. So the pressure was on. Luckily, the 4 that were easy to get to were the 4 that got wet. So I changed them out for new sockets, and the problem went away. But then while I was when I put the power back on after doing that, I was crouched down the area, and that's when I heard the other sockets kind of making that arcing noise. But it wasn't. So the way an RCD works is it's earth leakage. So it looks to the flow of electricity on the live and how much you're getting back on the neutral. So as long as it's all going down the live and all coming back down the neutral, everything's fine. If some of it leaks and goes into the earth, it trips the RCD.
Yeah.
So in this case, it was obviously and this is why I think it was the switch, because it was the switch that wasn't quite on or off, and it was just arcing on that bit, and it was just between live and neutral, so it didn't really care. So yeah, I managed to kind of get all of those switches swapped out. While I was doing that, I drained the sump down completely because I needed to get the sump out to access the switches. And I took that opportunity to filter a lot of the water. And Harry was out in my garden while I was doing this, but he came around again to give me a hand this weekend. He was out in the garden washing all of my sand. And it's we put it all back in again. And it's still horrific. I'll pan the camera around in a minute because it's cleared quite a bit while
we're still looking at your socket at the moment.
Yeah,
What sand did you use, Steve?
Sorry?
Which sand did you use?
Carib Sea special grade.
Must have a lot of fines in it.
Yeah.
It was terrible. This is my skimmer. You can see it's doing a reasonable job at pulling all
Head
of
of
that
the
crap
Guinness.
out.
Cheers.
There you go.
I had left it running, so last night I emptied almost all of the sand out. I put it in a big container in the garden, and I keep washing it every now and then. And when I came down to the tank this morning, this is what it looked like.
Ooh, progress.
You could actually see in it. And then I noticed that there was like a load of fine dust on here. And my brain was not quite engaged fully. So what I should have done is gone, I'll get a siphon and I'll siphon it all off. What I did was I moved this Nero 5 and I thought I'll just blow it off the rock.
Oh, wow.
That's really bizarre though, Steve, because that sand I used in this system and did it in a day and it was clear in about 2, maybe 3 hours.
How many bags did you use, Steve?
I used 4 40-pound bags. And I
used 3.
Did you use the 40-pound or the 20-pound?
20-pound, maybe.
Yeah, so I've used the 20-pound bags before and they've been much, much cleaner. As in, like, I just put it in and, like you, it was clear that day.
Yeah.
The 40-pound bags seem to include 20 pounds of dust.
That's pretty extreme, though. I mean, even for the amount that was stuck on your rocks in the first photo before that, that is mental.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just crazy.
Wow.
So it's been clearing this whole time. It's doing all right. So I can. It looks worse actually on the camera than it does in person. There, I can see the rocks inside.
It's like a TV screen that's just blown out and not working anymore.
Yeah. So I'm missing a rock from here. There's another big rock that's normally here. I lifted that out. I've put it in the garage because I've used the real reef rock here. I don't know, one point you can't see it.
Can't see a thing, mate. Yeah.
And it's really purple. It looks really nice. And the other stuff I had was just old rock, and it's all white and manky. So I've bought a little tub of that D&D Coralline spray. Have you seen that they've just done?
Oh God!
I think it was at Aqua last year, but my LFS has only just got it. So I took the rock out, let it dry out, and I sprayed it just before the live stream. I used a whole little spray bottle, and I've got about a fifth of the rock covered, and it's just about made it look a little bit less white. So I'm probably not going to bother with that.
You're going to need quite a few tubs of that then.
Yes.
Why didn't you just leave it white, Steve?
Because all the rest of the rock looks purple, and it just looks a bit odd.
Steve's a tinkerer. He totally admits it. He is just all over the place with just wanting to do shit.
I can't see, Steve. You got any frag racks in there already?
No. This one, I bought this one because in this cabinet here, there's an extension sump that's a frag tank.
Mm.
So I'm going to have an actual frag tank as part of the system.
I can see a frag rack going in the main system.
Yeah, so once I've filled the frag tank up, then I can put frag racks in.
That's better.
Just after spraying that, I've also started cutting the D&D lid for this. So I've got a D&D mesh lid for now.
I feel your pain.
I've started designing a lid to be cut out of polycarbonate. So I'm going to use two pieces of polycarbonate sandwiched together with mesh in there, and I'm going to make it out of two pieces. So I have a 2-part lid. So I've been designing that, but I needed the tank because I didn't know how big the bracing was along the top. So yeah, I needed to get that first.
So is Harry going to be helping you with that, or are you going to be doing that yourself?
Harry can't laser cut polycarbonate on his machine.
Okay.
So we've got a company we use at work for the polycarbonate stuff we use there. So I'll get a quote from them.
So is it going to be like twin wall polycarbonate or just single sheet?
I'm going to have 2 single sheets, and then what I'm going to do is I'll get one piece and I'll put some netting on it, or put a bead of silicone round, put some netting on, and then sandwich it with the other piece. And then clamp it together, and then when it's done, I'll trim the edge, and then I'll have a kind of polycarbonate netting sandwich I can put on the lid.
That'll be interesting to see how neat you can get that. I'll be intrigued by this.
Does silicon work with polycarbonate? Does it bond? I don't think it does.
I don't know.
Look at Steve's face.
You would need,
making a note.
I think you would need some sort of chemical bond on that.
Like Tensol or something.
Tensol. Super glue might be your best.
That's what I was thinking. Super glue, yeah.
Well,
I have
it's one that I used to use for acrylic, which is a liquid one. It's like runnier than water, and you just run it round.
Yeah,
pitch to work with.
Kind of like Tensol, it actually gets sucked into the seams and then creates the chemical bond.
Yep.
Emma's got something.
Do they have the ability to do a routed groove? Because what they do on this is around here they route it, and then they put the that stuff they use for doing screens on Windows. That's spline. The spline. Yeah. They put that in here, so there's nothing extra in there.
I've got that for the D&D Reef, D&D Pro, what do they call it, aquarium cover thing.
Right. So if they can route, a groove there, that would be better than. Well,
I was trying to avoid that because that's a massive pain in the dick to sort out. So I didn't want that.
Sandwich is way easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Until you get salt creep.
Yes.
Oh, I'm starting to think now that routed channel might be better.
At least if you damage the netting, you can replace it.
Yep.
Steve, have you got a plan for the actual tank move? Have you got a process you're gonna sort of hope to achieve? What you're gonna do?
It's there.
Yeah, but I mean when you swap everything over, livestock.
Oh.
And I only say that because from what I've heard so far, I might be not the only one who's maybe slightly concerned. So I just wanted to know what your kind of
What, but you can't see anything?
What's your plan for moving everything over?
Well, I'll take it from here and I'll carry it across the gap and I'll put it in there.
I think what
I
Dan's
fucking knew that was
talking
coming.
about is
I
time
knew that
frame.
was
Are you doing it?
Okay.
Are you doing it all at one time? Which I think
Yes.
is
Yeah.
probably how you.
Yeah. So when that's clear, whenever that happens, I don't know when that's going to be. I'm going to decant 200 litres because that's holding about 200 litres, I think. And then I will pump all of that water into there, along with moving all of the rock into the sump. And as I do it, I'm going to take the coral and re-stick it on the rock in there.
And where's all the rock going from the old tank?
So there's a selection of Carib Sea green hair algae rock in there and live rock. The live rock will go into the sump. The green hair algae rock will go into the sump for a bit until the rock in the DT is seeded and I'm happy. And then I'll gradually take one piece out a week or something and burn it in the fires of hell.
Why you don't just leave it?
Because the sump will be completely rammed full of rock otherwise.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
The only thing I'll say in my experience, and obviously this is just a suggestion, is a couple of your bits of your absolute top-notch live rock, physically put them in the tank and sit them on your new rock for bacterial and life to transfer. I did that in the spawning system and it definitely sped things up a bit.
Yeah, so the live rock pieces I might add to my rocks. I purposely kept my rockscape quite low. I think, yeah, the highest it goes to is kind of about, which way do I need to move? About there. And that's just one little peak part. The rest of it's probably about halfway height. So I've got plenty of scope to add to the top of it. And I did think that with the live rocks. The live rock pieces look a little bit interesting as well. So,
Are you happy with the tank, Steve?
yes. Yeah, I was really happy with the aluminium frame. I really wanted to get one with an aluminium frame, which is what made me pick this. And there's a few really interesting little features with the G3. Let me share my screen again. One thing that I haven't seen announced anywhere, but I haven't seen another tank with it, is it's also braced at the bottom here.
Yep.
Just around the very edges, so that it's like, what I'm trying to say is, see where your separate doors are, there aren't middle braces as well across the bottom?
No, it's just all the way around the edge.
Around the edges.
And the really bizarre thing is these ones, they've mitered.
What it does is it gives you more grab on the silicon on the bottom. So obviously you've got more.
Yeah.
Okay. It's an old school thing that we sort of went away from 20 or 30 years ago, whatever. Anybody that's been around a long time and has had big tanks would generally have that bracing in.
Yeah,
it makes sense instead of a double base.
Yeah,
because a lot of them that I saw were double based, especially the customs.
Yeah.
But the thing that I found strange is the angles here are mitered, but on the top they're just kind of butted into each other like that.
Are they not overlapped on the top?
Yeah, they're not one on top of the other, Steve.
No.
Oh, they're just butted. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, they're butted up to each other.
Okay.
And I would have thought either overlapped to sit on one another, or if they're going to miter the bottom ones that you don't see, why would you not miter the top ones that you do see?
That is weird.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Really strange. But yeah, I didn't know whether that was a G3 thing for the S850. So I've never heard of anyone mentioning it before.
Well, at least you're happy with it.
Yes.
Anything else, Steve?
No, that's it for me.
That's all.
Thank you.
Is there a reason you went for real reef rock over anything else, or?
I think it just looks it instantly looks quite nice, which is what I liked out of it.
And that's the stuff that comes in the UK via ITC.
Yeah, Aquatic now, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It used to be ITC.
Yeah. Okay, Dangerous Dave, what's happening with you?
Jackal, I've done nothing.
Literally nothing.
Literally nothing.
You not cleaned your glass today?
I've done 3/4 of it because I didn't want to get the blade out yet. So
fucking hell! So you've only done 3/4?
Yeah. I've literally.
What is 3/4? They're like a metric.
Like to here.
Trans?
That's it. That's it. I've only done to there. So I haven't done the bottom of a glass yet, but that's a job for later. No, I've done absolutely nothing for 2 months. I feel quite embarrassed as a reefer, but professional Kev's been looking after it while I've been on holiday.
You've been superseded by the old man, haven't you?
The old boy Kev's been smashing it, mate. Like he is Mr. Acropora. He's a real success in my reefing, so now you all know. No, I just generally haven't done nothing. It's really actually quite embarrassing. I've done a water change. I did a bigger one just to catch up because obviously I haven't done one for a couple of weeks as I was in France fishing. But yeah, apart from that, I've done nothing.
So
like,
does
literally,
France keep their streams clean? Like Jamie, you, everybody go to France to do their fishing?
Weird, isn't it?
Yeah, just bigger fish out there generally.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not to the cheap wine.
Cheap wine. Well, yeah, we didn't drink, but yeah. No.
Well, Dave, we talked on Friday.
We did.
Briefly about lighting.
Yeah, we did. But I'm not going to mention anything. It's Foxy's in the room here, and they put the fucking price up.
He's right there.
No, I think next weekend I'm going to open up the wallet, and it's going to and it's going to drop a bunch of money on a flex. But
sorry, that noise has just reminded me of the whiskey that Zach was drinking last night called Knob Creek.
Are you putting the trailer on the car, Dave?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna come in the M3 or the van, to be honest with you. Not sure yet.
Oh, van, you'll get your wallet in there, won't you?
I can get fishing gear in there. I suppose I could get the wallet in there just about. Yeah. 1 penny behind you, Steve. No worries. Yeah, I suppose the flex is probably the big topic for me next. If I do definitely decide. Actually, while you're on the subject here, Steve, Barry called you in regards to look at that, to possibly getting a donor unit if there was any issues with repairs. Is that a thumbs up or a down still at the minute?
I have asked the question and I haven't had a response as of yet. However, I've got a meeting with them next week.
Okay.
Well,
there we go.
Well, we will always look after everybody, Dave. You know that.
Yeah.
Even if I say to you, look, Dave, we've got a couple of Gen 4s hanging about here that will sort the job until it gets sorted.
Yeah, it's just kind of the reason if I keep the Radians or not. Yeah. But no, apart from that, I've generally done nothing. Pretty bad reefer, but everything's good.
No, the complete opposite. The complete opposite.
Yeah. Well, I don't do a lot in reefing anyway, so I generally leave things alone, don't put my hands in the tank. And
you're excellent at taking compliments, though,
Hate it. Fuck you, Ron.
I wonder who else is like that, Ron.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Steve.
But I will say, like, the tank's actually generally looking good. I've got lots of growth going on with the acros, which is cool.
Lineage?
What was that?
Lineage?
Like lineage.
Lineage? You want lineage? Lineage?
Yeah.
Lineage?
Lineage à toi?
Lineage à toi.
Nicky Lineage?
A new rest?
A new rest? No, I've added no new fish since starting the tank.
I thought you'd added a lineage rest.
No.
Fuck's sake.
No, no, generally, everything's good. I can't complain whatsoever. Like, Dad's done a great job.
Did he get away okay today?
He flies tomorrow.
Oh, I thought it was today he was going.
No, tomorrow. So yeah, he goes to Africa for 7 weeks. So
And then we'll actually find out
What?
the truth that you don't reef, and he's been keeping you propped up all
my
these
whole
years.
tank destroys. Yeah,
Yeah.
For how long?
7, 8 weeks. He's back just before Christmas. Yeah.
He's going to France fishing.
Yeah.
The only place to fish.
This is it. Fishing was good though.
Excellent.
Catch some bluegill.
Yeah. Nope, definitely not. Had a few
Sturgeon?
carp. No, there's no sturgeon in that lake, thank Christ. Jesus Christ. Fucking prehistoric dinosaurs.
Prehistoric.
I can't get the words out. I'm getting tired. Yeah,
You have that your afternoon nap.
Oh, wow.
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Was that what Loch Ness is? A prehistoric creature?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, fucking hell. It's Steve's turn, and he's literally just walked away.
Yeah.
He knew it.
Guinness.
He knew.
Get the fuck out.
He's just going to get his new revised price on Nios gear. Hey, Steve.
You know what? In all fairness, Nios haven't had a price rise for 3 years until now, so fuck you all.
Oh, poke
But
the
it might
bear.
be the second one this year.
You got Ron Schill and Nios, and now the fucking price goes up.
Hey, if Nios was shit, I'd fucking tell you.
And so would I.
Quick question, Steve. I got asked in the week if each individual LED in this light can be changed.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you
Not
very
by
much.
you, but yes.
Yeah, not by me. So it has to get sent back to Germany then.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
What's going on in your reefing world, Steve? Haven't seen you for ages.
My reefing world, everything went completely to shit, so I thought, fuck it.
You had a bit of a nightmare though, didn't you? And you still don't know why.
I do know why. And I know what it was. So
Go
when I
on.
went over to Germany, I have now bumped into 3 people who I hold as extremely good hobbyists and people within our industry that have had the same thing, and they didn't know what it was when it first started either. And it's a new disease called spider web disease,
What?
believed to have come in on some gonioporas a couple of years ago. So anybody that doesn't know, my tank turned to shit. Couldn't find out why. I was losing corals randomly. So just walk in, an acantho just dead. I had a big green table in acro that looked absolutely fantastic, but a piece of guitartus that was behind it stripped out completely, just random as hell. The only thing that will remove spiderweb is antibiotics. I found this out. Well, it started turning a corner probably a week before I went to Germany. And about 3 or 4 days before I went to Germany, Kez came and took what I said was what was left of my coral, which I didn't think was a great deal. However, it did turn out to be 7 poly boxes full of coral. So she's looking after all of my coral for me. If I take the blurriness off, you can see what is left, and it ain't a lot.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
So the tank's coming out. That's all the coral's gone. All the coral went over to Kez's house, so she's babysitting that for me.
No pressure, Kez.
It's fine. I told her at the end of the day I'd already wrote it all off, so you know. The fish.
Did you get rid of the disease before you gave it to her? Or you say, hey, fucking take the disease too.
Look, nobody's not said I am not a generous man. I let her have it. No, she's got a like a bit of a coral farm at home, and she had 2 tanks that were completely empty. So she's took those, and
Deal.
I've ordered the antibiotics already for her if she needs to use them, but she hasn't had any issues. The only thing that I can put it down to when it started turning a corner was I had maybe half a litre of biodiversity in the cupboard, and one evening I just thought, fuck it, can't make it any worse, so I poured the lot in. And it seemed to turn a corner after that, so we will see.
Who's that made by, Steve?
Modern Reef. So we will see where that goes, but as I say, I've already wrote all those corals off, so I'm just beyond that now.
What about your fish, Steve? What about the fish?
So 3/4 of the fish, Kezzy's coming for on Tuesday. Some of them are going to my office tank, and the 2 bigger ones in there, the tangs, are going to my local store for him to babysit for me for what will probably end up in about 6 months. Just before I left, end of last week, tank builder came. So we're all measured up. I got my quote back from him verbally yesterday, written quote coming tomorrow. And I've already started buying stuff for the new tanks. I've already got my UVs, I've already got my chiller. Ecotech have got my list of pumps and all the equipment from them. Nias has got my list of equipment for them.
Which lights are you going for?
I don't know yet.
Ron, just make sure that this doesn't go out until after Steve's got the written quote. Otherwise, they might put the price up.
It goes both ways.
So yeah, the new tank is pretty much ordered and done. Got the tanks coming out after Coral Freaks next weekend, and then I'm taking the roof down above it to reinforce the roof, ready for the new lighting, and then the plasterer starts on 14th, I think it is. And then between Christmas and New Year, we're ripping all the floor up to run all the pipe work to outside for the room outside, and then ready for the tank to be delivered.
How big of a tank?
8 foot by 40 inches by 30 inches.
Damn.
Millimeters, please.
Say again?
Millimeters, please.
Millimeters. That, by that.
That's really exciting, though, Steve.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. And I think I may do something a little bit different in this one that I've been considering. Maybe fish that you don't normally.
Dark?
No. Not big enough. So
I'm going to sample your fish.
I've got a bi-colour angel you can have.
Well, there's some 6x3, so I think it might be big.
It's big enough for, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm seriously considering throwing something like Queen Angel, Emperor Angel,
Nice.
Angel, a group of Moorish idols,
Okay.
and a load of SPS and some anemones, and let them all just get on with it.
So no LPS then.
No. I may do a Gorgonian garden.
Okay.
Something like that.
But you travel a lot.
Say again?
You travel a lot, right?
He heavily
You can do
automates.
it. Don't you? I mean, some of those Gorgonian gardens, you got to be dosing Phyto and all sorts of shit every day, right?
No, just do the photosynthetic rather than the MPS.
I will say though, the bi-colour angel that I've got did eat my Gorgonian. So I don't know if the other angels are going to do the same. But
was it a photosynthetic or not?
No.
Non-photosynthetic?
Yeah, it was it was a photosynthetic one. I don't feed it. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. But it's just here.
Yeah. No, we can't see that.
Miles off, Steve.
It's over there.
I may as well be looking at it from my house.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks to Cloudy, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
That one isn't cloudy.
I was thinking about Harry's pseudonym, Claudia.
Yes. Claudia Water. That's because Claudia Water helped sort out the tank.
It was meant to be.
It was. So yeah, Steve, that is really exciting. It sounds like you've got trades lined up and the tank's pretty much ordered. So yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, look, we have spoke numerous times in the past of me going, I'm going to upgrade, but I need to move that tank. I need to do this. I need to do the other. So as soon as I started losing a few corals to that, and I couldn't figure out what it was, which drove me absolutely insane. That kept me up on a night. At the end of the day, nobody likes losing corals, but I can accept losing corals if I know why.
Yeah.
So that made me sleep a little bit better on a night time. So yeah, I just thought, fuck it, let's do it.
Well, I can't wait to see what comes of it. And it sounds like you're going down a slightly different route as well, which is really cool.
Yeah, I used to keep angels when I had my stingrays, but I didn't do any coral really in it.
Yeah, I did the same. I had the Emperor, the Queen, and a whole load of the Centropage as well. I absolutely loved it. And then, of course, I then started to get interested in corals, and then that was the end of that.
Yep.
They all had to go.
Where's the old tank going, Steve?
Parkhouse, warehouse.
Oh, right.
Are you thinking about a new tank?
What is it? A water box? It's a frag, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 6-foot water box frag. I've literally not even considered anything about it yet.
Yeah.
Where do you live, Dan?
I'm in the Midlands. I am. But yeah. Redditch. Sort of like south. It's Worcestershire, but it's like south of Birmingham. Yeah.
I'm Chesterfield.
That's a little bit further away. Not far from Stratford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys should get together and have a chat.
And it's white, Dan.
Wouldn't need to wrap it.
No.
Right. Wouldn't need to wrap it. No. I did forget actually. I took the wrap off my current one. So
I was about to say it's black now.
yeah. It's back to black. To be honest, the wrap wasn't that great a job, and I just thought if I am going to move it, I'd rather just redo it then, because I needed to do the stand properly. But I made the mistake of getting the tank on the stand before I'd wrap the stand, and it just made it really awkward to do. So it wasn't the best. But I don't mind it black. To be fair, I think seeing like Dave's 5-foot tank in black, it does look really. I think it looks really cool. I think.
Are you saying that now it's that colour, maybe you wouldn't go back?
No, I would. I still generally prefer white stands, but at the minute, I don't mind. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to have a running tank at the minute. So it's like, a 6-foot water box would be epic. To be fair, but
okay,
especially
And
for,
we're
especially
upgrading.
for fish, especially for fish.
Upgrades coming.
I'm looking for a used 6-foot water box too.
Where'd you live?
Steve, we'll talk after. I'll get that price up a little bit for you.
I've already just texted Steve. Fuck you, Dan.
Yeah.
Not him again.
No, I'm sure there's a nice tank. I'm sure someone will have it. Definitely, they're really nice. They're really nice tanks.
Don't over-egg it. Don't over-egg it, Dan.
The only reason I ended up with it is because it was the last one in the UK, and our contact at Waterbox just said, "We need to get this out of the warehouse. Do you want to do somebody a stupid deal?" I just went, "Yeah, send it me." And then it sat on my dining room floor for 6 months in the box.
Steve, would you not consider distributing Waterbox for the UK?
I've already done it.
Why don't you do it again?
Because I'm not that stupid.
I think they're brilliant. I would buy one.
Steve, why did they stop selling in the UK? Was it just the sales weren't there? Was it getting the tanks over?
No. None of that was an issue. We didn't hold the same standards of business.
Right.
Okay, that's interesting.
What does that mean exactly?
That's a very political answer. I like that.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jim, what is going on in your reefing world?
Same as Dave, right? I don't do shit.
That's how we
I
roll.
really, I've
You've been fishing.
changed 20% or 10% water changes every weekend, and I tested calcium, and mag maybe every other week now. And I mean, they're going through the roof as far as, you know, the amount I'm having to dose, and everything's growing. And that's all I do. So I haven't done shit.
Professional expert master.
I'm getting tired of Fluenson. Yeah, I'm just getting tired of refilling dosing containers. That's all. Like, I've got 5.
Can you not buy bigger containers?
Yeah, I got 5,000 milliliter containers, and I got to get bigger containers because they're
25-liter drums, Jim.
Every 2 weeks. I'm having to fill them back up. So
yeah, I'm definitely looking at the bigger ones.
Yeah,
it's a total pain in the arse.
Yeah, usually they're big. That's big enough, but you know, you get to a point where your corals are growing and they're getting big, and I mean, I actually think I got to start pruning some shit because it's growing to the point where stuff's getting smothered, and I hate doing that. I just like leaving it. So my aphasia eating nutri-broncs are still there, so that's good.
Just to clear that up, there was a guy on YouTube. What was his name? Joe? Was it Joe?
Joe.
And he was doing it. He was doing a video on nudibranchs and aptasia and stuff, and he just kept on saying all the fucking words wrong. It was comedy gold. Aphasia eating nutibranchs.
Fluenson.
Fluently Fluenson.
So yeah, that pisses me off. People, if you're gonna fluence, like at least learn a little bit first. Come on. So yeah, I don't know. Like I'm like Dave. Like I don't do shit. I feed my fish, and the tank looks great, other than the algae on the glass.
But you're a great ambassador for not doing a lot, not fucking around, not buying into trends and things like that, and your reef just looks absolutely stunning. So, yep.
Well, thanks.
No high-end equipment.
That's turned his tank into a peninsula, but the wrong way.
I would never. If I was going to do another tank, I would buy a peninsula tank, but only to make the back a shadow box, and I would still put it in a corner. Because I think I like my little shadow box tank. I think it just looks nice with the back. I mean, whatever backlighting you want to do, and you can kind of, you know, get more depth to the back of your tank, appearance wise. I think it's cool. Like, I like my little shadow box. It's a fucking 29-gallon, you know, tank that I bought for $15, and I put a shadow box on it, and it looks cool. So, yeah. So, yeah, I haven't done shit. You move on.
Okay. Pedro, nice to see you. He wasn't concentrating there. Did you see that?
Of course I was.
What's been going on with you?
So, pretty much been 1 month and a half with the strapping. Like it a lot. I have to admit, in the first week, I was a bit confused with the different type of light compared to the XR13. High. Yes, because I replaced it. I remember that I have a 2 XR30 and 2 XR15. So the tank is 8 centimeters. Sorry, Jen.
Yeah,
to 120. So to get the same spread, I have to put it really high then. And then at least I'm trying to cover most of the things. And then I was
What light is that?
Sorry?
What light is that?
is the
The ones
was a
he
super-
sells?
Yeah, he doesn't know nothing about them.
153,
Looks like
is
it's
it?
got a diffuser.
no,
on it.
it's the big one. It's
The
the
204.
204.
204. Yeah.
It looks like it's got a diffuser on it. It just looks like a white panel. It looks like Steve's tank.
How are you enjoying the colour spectrum in comparison to the Radiant?
It's much better. I really like it. I have to admit, the first week, as I said it, I was a bit like,
Yeah.
this is really different. But then
Yeah.
I look at it, that's much nicer.
Yeah.
So then, because of that, I did not, because I was starting a kind of reboot in the tank. So once I changed the light, I stopped it because I was a bit scared that the cores would do something, but nothing happened completely. The cores are doing fine. So yesterday, pretty much, I kind of finished to do a kind of a reboot because basically I have all my rocks covered by acros, and I was trying to fill. I was trying to find some
Your tank
places.
is so bizarre. It's just like fucking, and it's not like it's just
No,
fucking horrible.
Yeah, but the problem is that now is a bit. I trimmed too much in one side, so it's now
Like a dodgy
Like a
haircut.
haircut. It's supposed to all grow straight, and it's gonna grow like
Yeah, you're
this.
like, Mom, you fucked it.
You gotta
when I
get
look
like
at
a
it-
fucking tree trimmer in there that just fucking goes straight across.
So the idea is that at least now I don't touch it
Oh,
anymore
I
for the
see.
next
Move over
6
again.
months.
Move over again. There's one that looks awful. You got to get that one.
No,
There's a stray hair. It's got a colic. Your coral's got a colic. There's one. Just stick to it right up.
And I was in a mental game to cut him off. I was like, no, I keep it.
Keeps it interesting. You don't want it all the same height.
Yeah, no. But the idea is now that I will not touch for the next 6
What about
months.
girth? You got any problems with girth? How do you take care of that?
What girth?
Emma's just lost her shit.
You're controlling the height, but what about the ones that are overgrown out? Because literally, you have it's like going to Turkey and getting implants. It's like
Pretty
fucking
much.
everywhere, right?
No, but that was not the case. Before, basically, I had a lot of big columns, and then I started to trim them off completely. But then now I pretty much rebooted all of them. So ideally, in 6 months, in a year, then I have completely covered everything. And then I have to turn apart the tank completely again.
So in a month's time, a month and 3 days, is your tank tour.
That's true. So that's why I said, okay, I cannot fool around anymore with the tank. So I'll promise that I don't do anything. And then for the rest, pretty much the challenge of circulation that I'm always struggling. Because the tank is a bit shallow. And then if I decided to do this crazy thing of putting multiple frags next to each other, then it's always a challenge for the circulation. Now I think I got it, but to be seen. I have to wait for 1 month and see if something is really pissed.
So your tank is shallow, but you're also running your water level really low.
Yeah, that's true. But I did it on purpose, because then, depending on the time of the day, I have really big waves here. So I have here, sorry, Jim, 30 centimeters here. So, sorry, 30 centimeters the tank and 15 additional here.
I was about to say that tank's bigger than I thought, if that's 30 centimeters.
Yeah, no.
You keep 15 centimeters of a gap between the top of your water and the...
Pretty much. The good thing is that you can fool around completely with the waves, and you don't have any water spill or salt spill anywhere. It's always inside. That's the advantage. The bad thing is not that nice. So from time to time, I used to put some white paper here, and then it covers. Now I got to forget it. I'll remove it.
If you lowered the waves a bit and brought it up 15 centimeters, you get another 6 months of not fucking around, right?
It's pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
True.
But for the rest, it's the same. I think it's. I have to admit that I have to do a kind of a trim really hardcore, because in 2 weeks we have a nice event in Netherlands, and that's where I try to pick up some corals from Leonardo's Reef. That's the opportunity that I have it. So
Are you actually going to the farm?
no, this time no. I've been in the farm kind of 6 months ago, and that is amazing. It's a bit ridiculous, because And the nicest thing is that Leonardo is running everything so simple. You don't even look to the equipment, but the farm is amazing. It's super clean.
I'd really like to maybe go to Amsterdam for a weekend, and he's not far from there, so yeah.
You should see it.
I do
It's a bit
think about
depressing.
taking the ferry over so I can be there with my car. I just prefer to drive than fly.
Don't you lie. Your present pocket is massive, Steve.
Yeah, but there's not many corals that can cope with that temperature.
That's true.
I've tried.
I'm just picturing the name Duncan for some reason. Anyway, sorry.
How does that work with you guys now that you're not in the EU? Can you guys get corals from Europe and bring?
We can't.
No.
No.
All fucked. All of it.
When you were in the EU, could you?
Yes.
Yep.
When I was in retail, we used to buy from a company in Paris, an importer in Paris, and literally they'd be with us the next day. As soon as Brexit happened, that was it. Done.
What about jellyfish?
Well,
Fish, no coral.
Nothing.
It depends.
Steve.
If you ship them and pretend they're acrylic ornaments, then apparently they get through.
Where did they originally? Was it a Romania or something?
Prague. Yeah.
Romanian jellyfish? It's pretty unique. Fucking authentic.
Authentic jellyfish.
Well, I've got Chernobyl chode growing, so
Yeah, but that's Ukraine.
yeah, I know. I was just
I think it's
talking
Russia.
about Europe, really. Anything else, Pedro?
That's pretty much it. Now I'm waiting for the tank tour then.
Excellent. Can't wait. Chris, what's going on with you?
Oh, what's life without a little more fish tragedy?
Oh,
I had a jumper.
No.
It's bittersweet. It's the one that if I was going to lose one of my 3 female clowns, it's the one that,
One that bit you the most.
It
yeah,
jumped.
it did. I don't know what happened. Woke up in the morning, it was dry on the floor. And well, I know what happened. I put more clowns in the tank to give her company. And she was laying down the law and misjudged the water and went past the clown out. So the good news is that the male clown I love, and he is getting ready to go into the big show. And he is right there's my boy. And he's really great. And he's going to go down with my favorite clown. They already took a look at each other and checking each other out. He's ready to get out. And the other female wasn't really nice to him, and this one will be. So
Is he going to be moving into the pantheon?
yeah, he is. If he's lucky, if he's got enough. He's got one little orange guy down there that thinks it's his. So there's going to be a little discussion about that when he works his way in, but he's way bigger, so won't be any problem.
You got a sump under there? It's just throw it in there.
Yeah.
No, Jim.
I mean, for the fish, right?
Yeah.
And then I had some pump tragedy this week too.
Oh, is
Pump's
that
back over
the
here.
graveyard is still here.
Yeah. I lost the Nero 3, another one.
No.
It wasn't. It wasn't the cable that broke this time.
No, both times it was the magnet right there.
Mine has been the cable where just where it comes out of the body just breaks.
Okay.
Bad pump week. Didn't Rob lose a pump too?
Yeah. Royal exclusive, yeah. He went hard on social this week, slamming them. Did you see any of those posts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking right as well. Fucking.
Yeah.
Pay 3.5G, man. Jesus Christ. Should last.
That much?
3.5 grand. Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't think I spent that on my whole fucking system.
Yeah.
So
Well, that sucks, Chris.
yeah, Thank you. But I mean, it's the good news is I get to take down that NEM tank back there. No, I have too many tanks in my life. So that one over there now gets to come down eventually. There's no fish in there. And that makes me very happy.
So what are you going to put in there instead?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that tank will go down and I'll find somebody that wants it. And then I'll eventually, when I'm bored, I'll bring my ZR22 back out of the back room, the overflow tank. So when I need to play with another tank, that'll go over there and, I'll rework that and get
those they were like the hot ticket like 10 years ago. Everybody's like, look at this, look at this, look at this. And then they just kind of disappeared.
Yeah. They're not good for fish that can't judge like where the water ends and the air begins. And because it's infinity smooth, there's no ripples, nothing. And they just right out. So you have to have an experienced fish, but I'm going to put acros in it for the top.
Send those fish to school.
Yes. Yeah. So you get chopsticks, right? No, you seriously, you got to get chopsticks and you have to make ripples on the water so they know where it is. Believe me.
It needs to be like a WWF steel cage but not bring it down all the way. Just like right to like a half inch above the fucking overflow.
I was thinking about doing an acrylic panel once, to stop the jumpers but
that kind of negates the whole point in the tank though, doesn't it? It's
Yeah. So it just fish that won't jump in that one, but that's really what's going on. Everything's going fine in the acro tank, and except my little yellow bastard just slipped into the grotto. You're not supposed to be in there. Get out. Talking to you, Dick. Yeah, you.
Have you posted out any corals recently, Chris?
No. I had, after I sent some dead ones to Emma, I was just like, I gotta refigure this. This isn't like as easy as I thought it was gonna be. But no, if anybody wants coral, absolutely happy to ship it, but
everybody's trying to get rid of it. Russ.
Gotta go somewhere, my LFS. Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a good LFS, I'm tired of giving mine to my LFS. He either just kills them or don't want them. Fuck it.
Well, they lose their color for sure there, which is what nowadays I need to call them in advance in the beginning of the week and tell them I'm going to bring them in, and then I got to bring them in the first day he's open because every day they're in his tank, they lose color. And right now they got like reds and purples and stuff on the home wrecker, but he's got a rack of them in his tank, but they turn green. And they don't play the name game. They don't write home wrecker with a grease pencil on the side, and you walk in, it just looks like a green tenuous. So
yeah.
But that's really what's going on. Just maintenance and pumps and clown shenanigans. And I'm gonna let T-Bone, my boy, loose in here today. And that's exciting because
today he's getting let loose today.
Yeah.
Do it live.
I don't mind doing that.
Oh, fuck, Steve.
I didn't think that was going to work.
T-Bone? His name is T-Bone?
Terrible.
We need to be closer.
To
we need to be closer, Chris.
I mean, it can't be any worse than a fucking than Steve having his copper.
Stop fucking with this guy's tank and fish. Look at him.
He'll be fine. He's ready.
Does he got a cameraman? Because the camera looks like it's kind of slightly following him.
It's one of those Osmo 3 thingies.
Steve's follows him as well, I've noticed.
Yeah.
What is
not me, Steve, the other Steve.
Got his hands in the tank?
Mine's just Apple.
It's a tanklamate.
It's
magnets?
Yes.
Is it still swimming around inside?
Orange guy's out.
Yeah,
they already know each other anyway, and now here comes T-Bone. Come on, buddy.
T-Bone.
Come on, handsome.
And the top of that is open, yeah?
It is now. It has a lid.
He likes hosting the box by the seams of it.
Oh, he's out.
Oh,
He's
Come
back
on,
in.
buddy.
Well trained, very well
Yeah.
trained.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Oh fuck! What happened?
might
there?
take up the whole show.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Well, anyway, that's what's going on in my life this week.
He's almost making it. Almost.
Come on, buddy.
None of the tanks give a fuck.
Oh, no, they don't care. They've already checked him out. He's been in there for 24 hours. Come on, buddy.
T-Bone
Come on,
needs to
buddy.
flash some cock, see what happens.
Gone.
Just gets the clown schlong out.
That's what I do on a Friday.
The red nose.
Oh, she likes him.
Here we go.
Yeah, he's
Excellent.
home.
Well,
Romeo's going to have a problem.
After you actually let him out, I'm glad it worked out okay.
Me too. See if something had happened there. Oh,
Yeah, she likes him.
well, that was great. That was great to watch that. Superb. Nice suggestion, Steve. Although
Yeah.
there was ulterior motives involved there.
Nice fluency, Chris.
Yeah, a good idea. But that's my week, and that's probably the highlight of my day right there. Other than hanging out with you guys, drinking coffee.
Yay. Love it. Well, listen, guys, we are just over the 2-hour mark, and it is almost pitch black here.
Same
Pitch
here.
black. Yeah, pitch black here.
Yes.
What time? 8 o'clock? 7 o'clock?
5.
5.
Fucking 5?
Yeah.
10 past 5.
We wait till after Halloween so the kids get to trick or treat a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
no.
We don't like our kids that much.
nah.
No?
We make sure it's dark for them.
We prefer them to be
Change.
snatched to Adrian.
Trick or treating hours from 4 to 5?
No. We still send them out 6 while 8. We just hope that one of the weirdos takes them.
You're fucking right.
Poor old
So
Jimmy
is it-
Savile.
you got to watch out for the windowless fans over there too.
The one
And they
that
always
drives. Yeah.
the windowless, like what Liam drives.
The panel van.
Dave, you're a fucker, by the way. Right. I'm going to wrap it up there.
Fuck.
Yeah, so we've got Pedro's tank tour booked in for the end of the month. If anyone watching wants to get a tank tour booked in, let me know. Jump on the Discord. Steve, have you got a stream on Wednesday?
Yeah, probably. So there's a guy local to me who's opening up his first, or a shop. It's really good news to have extra shops opening. So it's a guy that's been on the live.
Ben.
It is, yeah. Ben's Corals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's been on the live stream before, back when he was working from out of his house. I was going to reach out to him and see if he wanted to come on the live. I'll need someone else as well, because Matt has got his kids and Harry has got a dive. So yeah, it'll be just me and Ben if no one else can join. A really cold canal as well.
Yes,
Um,
cold.
Yeah, so hopefully I can have him on and we can get a bit of a plug out for his shop, which is opening on the 1st of November.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, and it's actually slap bang in the middle of me, Matt, and Harry. So it's like the perfect place for the three of us to meet.
It's a sexy sandwich.
It does look like a really nice unit he's got there, doesn't it? It looks like like it's going to be really good. Yeah, fair play to him.
Okay, well, everybody tune in at 8 o'clock on Wednesday to Steve's stream for that. And we will see you guys on the next Salty Banter. Catch you later, everybody.
See ya.
Later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I'm sure there will be more to come. We appreciate every last one of you. Hit like and subscribe, it's the least you can do.
Hello,
Steve.
everybody.
Steve, why is your camera purposely not on your new tank?
Because it's cloudy.
Are you for real? Seriously?
Isn't it, Steve? Yep.
Sorry, no. I don't want to see your TV. Where's your fish tank?
Yes.
Oh, it's actual chocolate.
I mean, I had to log on because I've never seen a snow globe so big in my entire life. That is impressive.
Oh, yeah. It looked all right this morning when I came down, to be fair. And then I thought, there's loads of dust on the...
Is that before you opened your eyes? It looked great with the lights off and feeling the glass.
Yeah, before I put my contact lenses in.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Shit, that's good.
What do we owe this pleasure, Steve? You're actually at home this weekend.
I am at home this weekend. I'm not working this weekend, and I thought I'm so bored I might even talk fish shit because I haven't done that for ages. My missus is working away. She's at a conference this weekend, so I'm literally just sat on the sofa going.
There's only so many wanks you can have, Steve.
It flashed up. I got an invite from Ron, so I thought, well, rather than actually asking him where the link is and all the rest of it, I might actually try and find my own way there.
Well done. I'm impressed, Steve.
Well, we know my my technical experts on the dysfunctional chord is not the finest. But, I'm here.
Dysfunctional chord. I love it. Hey, worked it out. Hey, Dave. Hey, Pedro. So we're in that fucked up time of year again now where our clocks have changed and you guys haven't yet.
Yeah. That's what, 2 weeks away, I think?
Yeah, so we're now back to GMT from BST. Jim's now with Emma on CST, which has gone from, 6 hours to 5 hours now, or is it now gone from...
Yes. Yeah, it's only 5 hours difference now.
The old school usual time was 9 a.m. my time.
It was.
Right.
And now it's 10 a.m.
Yep.
And it just happened to be within the 2 weeks that we scheduled an early one again.
Yep.
After 6 months of not.
Yep.
I'm all fucked up.
Yeah, that's why I asked this morning. I'm like, is that 3 hours this morning? Because it's like, because it was at 10 and not 9. I'm like, I'm really confused.
It's so stupid that we do it anyway. I just don't get it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it to do with was it for
Farming.
people to be able to work
Farming.
longer or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's for farming. Yeah.
We should do
Well, I
like
actually was
Iceland
at
and not have
I was at a lighting seminar for work once, and they mentioned that it has morphed into the reason why they do it here is to try and get it more light in the morning when kids are at the bus stops to make it safer for kids because there's more accidents in the dark. So,
I mean, it does make sense, but it still gets dark eventually, though, doesn't it? So, I mean, if that was the case, would you not be changing the clocks 4 times a year?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, I
I
mean,
just hate this time
4
of year.
weeks, isn't it? And then it's dark at the time it used to be at anyway. So
much.
What's it like up in Scotland? Probably dark all the time now, right?
No. So it obviously gets a bit lighter in the mornings, but I mean by the end of this tonight, it'll be almost dark.
I remember going to Scotland. I think
Here we fucking go.
to Inverness. I went to Inverness early on in the year, first quarter, something like that. And it's the first time I've ever been that time of year. And I went to close the curtains at 10 o'clock at night, and I thought, why has it not gone dark? And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm like, why is it not dark? It just doesn't go dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
Description of light all the time.
Obviously, I'm not really in Scotland, though. I'm pretty much Northern England, so it does.
No. We're not accepting you. You stay on that border.
You're in the borderlands.
Yes.
The Badlands.
All thistle. Nobody can walk through it and get to the real Scottish.
I will say though, the roads from
haven't already?
Ron's house to Glasgow are tiny. I don't understand it. I drove from one place to Ron's and I was on like main roads, and then I told my sat nav to take me to the airport, and it just took me down these country lanes.
Right, so it took you the back Irvine Paisley Road then, rather than up the actual M77, the motorway.
Yeah, which would have been fine if I wasn't already late for my flight.
Fuck.
So when I would watch Top Gear with Clarkson, all the roads in England look tiny. So what's a tiny road compared to a tiny road?
I suppose Jeremy Clarkson and that show used to go to quiet, smaller country lanes so they could
Okay.
like
They
fuck around
would,
a wee bit more.
Yeah, they'd go into
Wales,
the
well.
Peak District and Derbyshire Dales.
You actually do have roads that are bigger than for like a single horse to walk down?
Yeah, not as big as yours, but yeah. I mean, we can usually try and
Move over. Second horse coming.
We've got a 4-lane motorway.
That
Really?
shit.
Each lane is a foot wide, but it's 4 lanes.
They're proper shit, aren't they?
So for
Like-
4 lanes,
What's wrong with a fucking dual carriageway? Everyone moves to the inside lane. Yeah, fuck me.
question on
And for
that.
baby Dave to be saying that our roads are not big enough, I mean, obviously he's Fiat 500 that looks like a normal size car.
Well, his roads are normally on a mat you put on the floor.
They are. Down here, actually. I'm going to fucking start playing in a bit. You carry on with Salty Banter.
Sorry, Emma, on you go.
Your
Your Matchbox cars?
Your 4 lanes. When you say 4 lanes, are you counting total in each direction? 4
Yeah,
lanes,
no,
like 2 in each,
no.
4 on each
in
side.
one direction.
No, dual carriageways are really common. Like, they're everywhere. Motorways, not so much in Scotland, but they are 4 lanes each way. But
Okay, so
only for the first, like, 20, 30 miles into Scotland, and then it drops back down to 3, and then it drops back to 2 quite quickly, and then...
Because
Okay.
Scottish people know that
And
4
what?
lanes don't make any fucking sense.
What's your problem with 4 lanes, Dave?
Because no one knows how to fucking drive, Ron.
Yeah, it's
That's-
not the
that's
number of
issue.
lanes; it's the drivers that's the
that
issue.
wasn't the reason. They did trial the 4 lanes in Scotland, but there were too many haggis getting run over.
Orlando's the one where you get off the airplane, but then the airport's not really there. Like, you got to get on a train
Yeah, get on a
and
train,
go
yes.
like
Mhm.
through a bunch of
Yep.
fucking palm trees to the actual
Yep.
other
You actually
airport.
go through a hotel. Depending on which terminal you go into, you actually go through a hotel.
That sounds beautiful.
Monorail.
Palm trees. We've
Yeah.
got dead badgers and tampons.
And dog shit. Oh, you guys fixed that.
Yeah, you get hefty fines for the dog shit thing now.
Is it a cultural change? They like start in the schools and teach 5-year-olds how to pick up dog shit. Took 25 years to fix.
No, we're ahead of the game. The dogs are picking up their own shit now.
Oh,
nice.
You got like certain dog breeds like to eat other dog breeds shit, so you fix the dog food.
Jesus Christ.
One of my friend's dogs used to think other dogs' arses was a fucking vending machine. Anyway, tail would go up and it'd be like, ooh. Anyway, will we do Salty Banter?